This episode will be all about acquiring stuff for the end game, even though pretty much everything I've got is adequate for the end game. And there's the weapon I'm depicted with here. I mean, the weapon Zilch is depicted with here. You know what I meant. Also, another reason why I'm making this, why I'm sort of stretching this out an extra episode, is so it'll be a total of 24 episodes for normal mode.
That guy's a new one, huh?
My TD or Morty Allegiance run.
You're my millionth customer. Farewell, friend.
Was 12 episodes for playthrough 1. My doll Lil, 18 episodes. So 12, 18, 24. You see the pattern there? And if you're one of my regulars, you know I like patterns. But is that a left brain tendency, or is that a right brain tendency? Or does that have something to do with both hemispheres working together? Oh, I've got to start loading, offloading my old stuff. The stuff that's just too good to sell, when I could instead pass it off to another character and keep getting use out of it.
Hey, Slab.
Hey, Slavoid. Technically, this is my 4th Allegiance run. First was Doll Lil, second was Flat Off Roland, third was TD or Morty,
I can fix that.
and this Hyperion Zer0 is the 4th.
Next time you're bleeding to death, just think, Dr. Audio guy. High quality, low prices, and no questions asked. Tell your friend.
But I'm not sure if I'm going to re-upload my Flat Off Roland Allegiance run, because I'm pretty sure that's what got my Judson Joyce channel shut down. Because I was making fun of communism the whole way through.
We got a new issue of This Just In.
Which is for both.
Hear all about the brave vault hunters and their quest to take down handsome Jack.
As they would have said back in East Germany during the Cold War.
Let me know if anything catches your eye.
Oh, now this would be a very excellent MIRV if it wasn't rubberized. A contact MIRV. Very dangerous if, as you can imagine.
Don't die. I need your business.
If you've ever blown your own face off with the trolling blunder,
Into the receptacle below.
basically the same
Try not to
concept.
die. If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that way. Stay alive out there.
And I was mistaken about the grip on this. In the previous episode, I think I said it had a dull grip to match the dull barrel, making it a perfect hybrid. I was thinking of one that a higher level character has. So this one has a Torg grip, and that works just fine. And this can replace this. Kind of a slow reload speed, but I'll take it. So what can I put in here? Well, let's see. That 26. That one. I'll sell this. Oh. Huh. Don't really need 2 slag E-Techs. Before the final episode, before the end game, off camera, I will load off or offload from this character to some other character everything that's below level 30, or just everything that I don't intend to take with me for the end game. All right. This. Fire. Slag.
Feeling overburdened by money?
Actually, I could just sell this, since none of my other characters focus on Hyperion. And I've got the closest comparable Malawan SMG that's the same level and label color. Keep this, sell this. Eight.
Good luck.
Travel light. And I will put this one on. Wait, did I run around and do all the usual? No, I didn't. Getting sidetracked.
Thank you, Vault Hunter!
Open that. Picked this place clean.
I am alive!
Gotta see if Mike is hanging out around these parts. First I'll go and waste Hunter Hellquist again while saying, "You're fake news." And then I'll go and waste Saturn and do all that stuff that I usually do around that area because I'm addicted to nostalgia. Also because it's just plain fun. Then I'll go back down into the caustic caverns of Kyler Banog.
Almost there. I can fix that. Come on back anytime.
This is one of the places where Mike sometimes hangs out. The corner by Crazy Earl's place. Now. Arid Nexus Boneyard first. Blue Label Electric Corinthian. Jacob's Scope didn't really look at the grip
Shots.
or the stock.
Be careful with it. I'll patch you. Whenever you need it. Come on back anytime.
Oh, what else do I want or need? I want a level 30 Singularity Grenade. Green is fine. Would prefer level 30 one of these that meets or exceeds this one. Kind of like to, I would really like to get my mitts on a better Allegiance Relic. These are all level 30, including the Lady Fist, B Fist, Lady Stinger, etc. These will all be passed off eventually. This will see some use before it gets passed off to some other character. This is fine. This is fine. I wish this had a pig sticker on it, but it's fine.
I need your business.
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
Anytime you want to come back to me, Shield. Well, that was embarrassing. Kind of like to get, I know I keep mentioning this, or have mentioned it in previous episodes. Three-piece matching set of blue level 30 crowdsourcing. One fire, one acid, and one non-elemental.
Almost dead? I can fix that.
Not too picky on the parts, but I don't want them to have structurally
Next time
superfluous
you're bleeding to death,
optical
just
attachments,
think Doctor said.
because that's irritating. Let me take a swig of my drink. Should use a shield breaker initially. Have I mentioned enough times that I don't like the Hyperion reflex sight on SMGs? Too much zoom. Bleh, that's more zoom than some scopes have. Alright. You're fake news! Whoa. Welcome to the fray, sucker. That sounded lame. It sounded better in my head. Better in my mind brain. Oh. While I'm here, should I bother to check chests and such? I don't want 29, I want 30. Level 30 or better.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
Well, that's 30.
Thanks for the scratch. Goodbye.
Oh, maybe I should.
Catch a rat!
I better make a decision. Better get over to that weapon shop before the changeover. consumes reduced ammo. I don't like that because it's unpredictable. Mags can sometimes hold a certain number of rounds, and sometimes they'll hold some other number of rounds. To me, that's unreliable. I just don't operate that way. Not rounds, but rockets. Different. That's a munition, not an ammunition. But it's the principle that I'm talking about. Chance to not... Basically, it means you're guaranteed to get at least one extra rocket per mag. Ordinary standard issue flat-off launchers in this game consistently fail to impress me compared to Malawan and Bandit and Torg. I don't even bother with TDR. When it comes to launchers, I do get lots of use out of TDR SMGs. They're great for scoring second wins. Malawan barrel, my fave. Practically obligatory on a Torg launcher, in my opinion. Oh, come on. Are we doing this ladder biz again? Skags can still see you. Can't believe I missed. Again, I missed again. Granted, I am fighting against the so-called stabilizer. This does have a Torg barrel. Just checking fire rates. Bone Shredder plus B. The Bone Shredder is tragically underrated.
I disappear. Bow to my weaponry.
did nothing.
It's a fine day. Full of
Chance-based
lovely.
elemental effects suck.
Caveat emptor.
It's tolerable with a full auto weapon.
Good luck.
But with grenades, it doesn't make any sense. With rockets, it doesn't make any sense. In the original game, an elemental rocket always launched... an elemental rocket launcher always launched elemental rockets. Oh, let's see how that compares to this. Not favorable. Aside from the scope. I was looking at that one. Don't try to make decisions for me. I hate that shit. And you know it. What is that? Looks like a
Not for me.
machine
if you
part.
wanna live.
Kind of looks like a skiff from Star Wars. It's not bad. This is what I would have switched to
See you real
had I
soon.
not given this sniper rifle to this character.
Hello, badass.
Lethal force authorized. Repairs needed.
Worked that time.
First all compound destroyed.
Same thing, but higher level. 31. Plus the level matches the percent, so sort of a prestige thing, I guess. There was an arena down there. In Borderlands 1, exploding sniper rifles, which I call payload rifles, were the only elemental sniper rifles that proc per shot. You know what? I should be getting more use out of this. The only exceptions were the Torg Cobra, which always fired an exploding. Well, no, wait. That's an exploding anyway. The ultimate payload rifle. However, it only delivered its extra effect randomly, which is something I don't really care for. I like reliability. Still, that's a great weapon to have on Blastmaster Brick, Torg Cobra. Blastmaster Brick can get more use out of that than Morty, despite it being a sniper rifle, according to in-game nomenclature. It's actually a payload rifle. But apart from that, the Volcano and the Orion, made by Malawan and SNS respectively, they always proc per shot. But if we're talking standard issue elemental sniper rifles, I only use exploding ones, and that's the reason why. Especially if it's a 3-shoot. If it's a 3-shot, pump actuated, bring it. Maybe I'll use this.
What is next?
Repairs required. Destroyed.
I want to earn that Torg skin for Zer0, the best one, which I might already have, but I don't remember. Not that I would wear it on a Hyperion Allegiance run, but it's the principle of the thing. Wear it with a different Zer0.
Get your health and shields right here. Next time you're bleeding to death, just think,
I was doing it, what would you call it, in between session gameplay with Sal. Trying to see what I could get my mitts on to pass over to this character for the end game. That's how I came across this sniper rifle. from gambling. Granular lady fist that I have. I passed that over from one of my other Zeros. Anyway, with that particular cell, I got my mitts on a blue label doll double tap. With slag and a pig sticker, which if I was doing a doll allegiance run as a melee character, most likely doll 0, since doll Krieg would have to be mixed allegiance, or you'd have to go without a class mod, and who's going to do that? So doll 0, a slag double tap with a pig sticker, absolutely primo choice. Especially if you've invested in bloodshed. And if you're doing doll 0, you can invest in pretty much any skill tree and have fun any which way. Shield breaker. Overkill. Blah. Hey. Not bad, not bad. Still gonna sell it. Just a plain old green, but as far as ordinary standard issue launchers go, that's a pretty good one. Of course it couldn't be Hyperion. Not hugely better than the one I've got. The one I've got is level 15. That was pretty lame, Saturn. You didn't give up much goods that were actually good. Well, I'm only saying that because I'm doing Hyperion Allegiance, not Jacob's. Did I forget to check this chest the last time I destroyed Saturn to death? Corinthians are pretty good at pretty much any level. You ever zerked with a matching pair of Corinthians?
Almost dead? I can fix that.
I'll go ahead and sell that, even though it's pretty decent. If this had a twin shot accessory, but Dull pistols don't benefit from TD or grip. Was that two of the exact same gun? Same parts and everything. Dull barrel Jacob's grip. Well, if you're going to encounter that, it'll probably be either white or green. I can pass these along.
Stay alive out there.
Who knows? Maybe I might
You won't find better
do it
merchandise
now.
anywhere else. I mentioned
I don't have what it takes to do Jacob's absolute allegiance. No shield, aside from the Rough Rider. No grenade mod. No element.
Patch your shots. Catch you later.
I have a hat with the Jacobs logo on it. But Jacobs isn't really my favorite brand. Oh, this music, I love it so much. It really makes the nostalgia stab you in the soul. If, like me, you played Borderlands 1 around the time it first came out. Years before Borderlands 2. Not too many years, actually, before Borderlands 2 came out. Most people played Borderlands 2 without ever having played Borderlands 1. At least that's what I gather from what I've seen in videos on DoomTube. D-O-0-M. T0OB. That's how you spell that. D-O-0-M. T0OB. Beyond Leet Speak. Actually, if you spell that in my version of Leet Speak, it would be D00M7008. Improved Leet Speak, or Leet Speak Mark II. Also, I don't use the number 1 to represent the letter L. I use it to represent the letter I, uppercase I, because I go by all uppercase letters. Otherwise, you start running into confusion because, for example, the lowercase b resembles a number 6. The lowercase g resembles a number 9. You have to have something resembling an objective standard. So I use number 8 for the uppercase to replace the uppercase B. 4 replaces A.
The true world revealed.
Sprint. Oh.
Weakness is now known to me. Time to go to work.
Corroding launcher. Alright. I need to base my tactics on situational practicality instead of just trying to score explosive damage. Just because I want that torque skew, which I might already have. I'll use this. Ha! Dig it. Is that a blue single? No, that's not a singularity. What's that called? Chinook? Callipede. Now, Chinook has a... Jacobs with Hyperion barrel. That's Chinook.
I vanish.
That guy's got a launcher. Trying to use savvier tactics. While still attempting to score that exploding go nuts damage on go-go. Nothing interesting.
Success. Lethal force authorized.
Could you have given me something like, I don't know, like level 30 E-Tech? That's probably asking too much. Seeing as how all the E-Techs I'm using on this character I acquired with other characters. I kept all the Hyperion E-Techs I found, regardless of which characters I was using, because I thought on the off chance I might ever want to do an Allegiance run, I would probably do Hyperion Zer0. And I was right. Well, maybe that's one of the reasons I chose to do Hyperion Zer0. Really, I chose Hyperion Zer0 because Hyperion is the only company that made explosive E-Tech. Too bad it's only dart and spike pistols, and not just any and all E-Techs. Could you imagine an exploding go nuts splat gun? How awesome that would be. Really? I bet Sal could squeeze himself in here. Vertically. He's not really vertically challenged. 5'4". That's not vertically challenged. He's certainly not horizontally challenged. He's a burly dude. Send those constructors. Please. I'm fine with plain old greens if they serve a purpose. So what do I have to do? Walk in the front? In order to trigger it? Probably. from the front. Come on, constructors. Doggone it, Jack. Let me down here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they only show up after you do this. Nope. You just have to step right here. That's what triggers it. Should have figured that. Six shots. That took the same number of shots as the badass constructor, I think. Because of the B, of course. Ah. You're gonna nuke your own facility?
Releasing nuke.
You got a roof over me here, I think. Just in case, I better squeeze myself. What did that take? 4? Fired an extra shot. My favorite class mod for Sal. And I'll give that back to my Sal who I used to get the Sal that gave this sniper rifle to this Zer0. You know what I'm trying to say. Let me take a swig of my drink here. Oh, does this sniper rifle have a Malawan stock? It does. And a Malawan grip and a Malawan scope. And a flat-off barrel. I know I've mentioned this before, but it's worth reiterating. Since I've compared Hyperion sniper rifles, elemental, same element, one with Malawan barrel, one with flat off. Oh, come on, invisible wall. Cop out. They had exactly the same elemental rating. And the flat-off barrel offers faster fire. So it's distinctly the best.
How hilarious. You just set off my trap car. Your death approaches.
But I still prefer the looks of the Malawan barrel. Not that I would use that as a deciding factor. Shut off your grenade arm. Notice how I'm usually gunning for their grenade arm. I decided to do something different this time. Only because I was mentioning it out loud. To myself. I don't know why some players complain about the fact that you can't crit with this type of weapon. You don't need to be able to crit with this type of weapon because it's not designed for that purpose. It's designed for splash damage.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
Dull grip, Doll stock. I think I started talking about something and then lost my train of thought. Which is starting to happen again. Oh yeah. The salve that I used to get this gun for this character.
Feeling overburdened by money. Pleasure doing business. Thanks for the scratch. May it help
Recently
you kill
became
many
equipped
people.
with, and this was just from gambling, I might add.
Don't die. I need your business.
Oh no, I did mention that double tap that was slag with a pig sticker. But he also got, again, from gambling, what I think what most would consider to be a perfectly parted double tap. Plain old double tap, perfect parts. All dull parts aside from the barrel, which is a standard flat-off twin barrel assembly. Some players forget Flat-Off makes 2 different assault rifle barrels.
I disappear.
And I prefer the standard twin barrel. It's more efficient. And it looks cooler too. The minigun or spinning gun barrel doesn't make any sense to me because it hangs down. How do the cartridges feed if it hangs down like that? Messes with my head. Caustic Caverns or Iridium Blight? I should do both, but which should I do first? I'll work my way backwards. So, Iridium Blight. If you didn't already know, that's where you turn in to get the crappy wave gun, which is a shotgun, not a rifle. Now there's a pretty good Corinthian, underscoped for its capabilities. Let me turn the light on. My classic classic green baker's lamp.
At least I'm still breathing. Kinda.
What do I have? 3.5 minutes or so.
I got them. You need them.
Overestimated by half a minute.
Caviar Emptor. Don't die. I need your business.
It's the Vault Hunter Jack tried to kill.
Hope you've had your shots. See you real soon, I'm sure.
Guns, glorious guns.
Torque barrel.
Get back later to see my new weapon of the
My
day.
least favorite barrel to have on a launcher, because even though it means massive damage, it also makes the rockets slow and inaccurate. So if your character has a skill that speeds up projectile velocity, they can override that. The same way Lil in Borderlands 1,
And no questions asked.
that's too ordinary by the way, can override the one and only weakness of the Stomper. Which is slow bullets.
Up at you.
Killer. Right there.
Whenever you need it.
Stick with what I've got for now. I filled this up already, didn't I? Yeah. These are just too good. Like, to just pass off. Imagine zerking with this pair. This one, and this one. I've never zerked with 2 morning stars. I should try that just to satisfy my curiosity.
Colder every day.
It's obviously not made for that purpose. The best sniper rifles for zerking are Malawan and Vladoff. No, this is a 28, so I can sell it. I've already got another electric. I don't know, some of these I'm just not ready to say goodbye to, even though some of these I've never even used. And just to reiterate, I will...
Hey, Slab.
You can always trust the gun at your
I
side.
will what? I forget what I was about to say. Oh well. Maybe it'll come back to me, maybe it won't.
Your cash ain't worth a thing if you don't spend it. Tell your friend.
But my sentence did begin with, just to reiterate. So whatever it was I was thinking of is something that I had already thought, and something that I had already spoken out loud to myself. So I think I can let it slide.
About anything good, my weapon machines will fix that for you.
If this had a torque grip, oh, it's got a Malawan sight.
Bang! Later, Vault
I'll
Hunter.
pass that off to someone else. Fuse time too high.
Don't have too much fun.
Widowmaker is the next best thing to an iron. Iron has a matching Jake barrel,
What is that smell?
which looks, it's an octagon barrel, and it looks like it would be right at home on a Thompson Center Contender or Encore.
Opportunity.
And if you don't know what that is, do an image search on either or both of those.
Service over here.
Almost dead? I can fix that.
So I now have 4 non-Hyperion items to put in Clappy's secret stash. Combine this with the B. That would be pretty awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I could just sell this. Let's see how much space I have in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 slots, apparently. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now, Iridium Blight followed by Caustic Caverns.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
26. That's disconcerting.
I'll patch you up whenever you need it.
Oh, you didn't calculate that very well, did you? Pseudo Stomp. I can ignore that. Exclamation point, because I actually remember what that is. That mission for Marcus that I don't feel like doing. Don't treat me like an errand boy. I'm more than that.
Welcome to my humble shop.
I might have asked this question before, but has anyone ever done
Don't have too much fun.
14 and a half? Has anyone ever done a combination challenge where it's an allegiance run and you have to use only one label color? Pretty sure someone at some point has done that. And there's King Moss. There's a storm of brewing. So if you hear thunder in the background, that's real. Why 26? I've gotten level 30 stuff from this area before. Ha! I figured there, and once again, 26. A rod. The opposite of a Widowmaker. Torg revolver with Jacob's barrel. I need to do some burninating too. Saw the red dot right before you showed up. Oh, there. I hope I don't get level 26 stuff. Out of here. Out of this chest down here.
I enjoyed that.
There's the Hyperion. Is that a slag pig sticker? Won't matter. It doesn't matter what level it is. It's a slag pig sticker. I'm totally okay with it being a 28. And it has... Was that a Jacob's scope? Yeah. 1.0. Acceptable. Is that a Jacob's grip? No, Malawan grip. Doll stock. Jacob's scope. Doll barrel. Not my first choice, but I'll take it. I think my other slag sniper rifle... Yeah, I knew it had the same barrel. Forgot that it had the same scope. It has a Vladoff grip and a Jacob stock compared to this one's Malawan grip and Doll stock. But I'm not prioritizing any of that. It has a fire rate of at least 1.0. I can tolerate that. What's important is its slag pig sticker. Slag and stab. Which is great for any melee character. Slag and stab or slag and slash. Depending on weapon type, animation, etc. It only needs to be able to slag reliably. So base damage is not prioritized. As with the rapier. Glad I came here. Couldn't let that slide. Ha! So I say right after sliding my vehicle a little bit.
High quality, low prices, and no questions asked. Thanks for the scratch. Good luck.
Am I getting hit? I don't know what that was. Quite the pretentious one, Jack is.
Almost dead? I can fix that.
Pretty good absorb shield. Not bad. I'm going to go ahead and sell this. If it had a blade attachment, I'd keep it. Gonna sell this one too. Malawan grip doesn't really benefit from it. Sell this for reasons aforementioned. And I'll go ahead and buy that just to make progress on my acquiring blue. Wait, did I max that out? I think I might have. I'll check that some other time. Like once I'm on TVHM.
I'm legally obligated to tell you, I ain't a real doctor.
Okay, so... Caustic Caverns of Kyler Battle. And there's a flacker with a structurally superfluous scope, which I find insulting. I don't really like the flacker.
Let's just get this out
It's
of
not
the
my
way.
style.
Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from
Because
the
its
hands
gyro
of
jets
dead
explode at a set distance, which is in keeping with its name.
Catch you later.
But you, the user, can't set the distance, which I know would be overly complicated and not really fitting with this style of game or this style of gameplay. I would
You
prefer
won't
to
find
use an
better
ordinary
merchandise
Ravager.
anywhere else. I made sure of that.
To ordinary...
I'm sure.
I've said it before and I'll say it again, I love the music here. I love the ambiance here. It really harkens back to a lot of really good 80s movies like Deep Star 6 and Leviathan, Endless Descent, which is also called The Rift. Even though this doesn't take place underwater, but it has that. Oh, another one, Shadow Zone. Shadow Zone doesn't take place underwater, it takes place in an underground facility. Could have made that shot shooting from the hip if this was a Malawan. Really? Dull and flat-off scopes, in my opinion, are ideal on a slag and stab type of sniper rifle. Because with that type of sniper rifle, you're probably going to be using it at close to medium range. If you use them the way I do. And if you learn to like them the way I do. The way I have, I should say. On the other hand, if you have something like, say, a slag and stab Corinthian, then you might prefer a Malawan, Jacobs, or Hyperion scope, so you can pair it with a Jacobs revolver and be effective at all ranges with it. Don't need to mess around with that.
I disappear. Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
While I'm here, I'll go fight Blue. Just because. Not interested in the fabled tortoise. Basically just doing this because I can. Because I'm here. Because it seems like the thing to do. I think I should use it. What should I use? This. Also, I kind of just wanted to see how fast I could... Oh, that does not disappoint. And look what we've got here. That's a level 31. Wonder what sort of job the B-Fibber combo will do on a badass Pyre Thresher. Insert Undertale reference. I know, but what about Deltarune? That episode of The Office where they had these two interns and they kind of resembled Dwight and Jim. Well, that's kind of what Noelle and Susie are for Alphys and Undyne. Noelle is the new Alphys and Susie is the new Undyne. Speaking of which, I wonder if anyone's ever done a crossover AU comic dub or animation based on that idea. Combining Undertale and or Deltarune with The Office. Surely I couldn't possibly have been the first to think of that. After all, if you combine Alphys's nerdy interests, which are no nerdier than my own, with Undyne's militarism, you basically get Dwight Schrute. In terms of personality traits, I don't think there's anything wrong with Undyne's militarism. That's probably not even the right word for it. Jingoism. Being concerned for civil defense is not a character flaw. Just like backseat gaming is not a character flaw. Not if it's done right, that is. obviously nowhere near as skilled as Christie from Alien Resurrection. Don't need that. Now that I have a slag and stab, I would have taken the first Hyperion gun I could find that had both slag and a pig sticker or blade of any sort. Just happened to be this one. Really? You're gonna take multiple shots. And you're gonna break my shield. Well, that's embarrassing. The hell is wrong with me? Jump down, yeah. Well, you can't jump over that rail. Come on. I'm gonna have to get myself up there, which I can't do from here. Pig stickers on everything. Really? Don't make me repeat the same action. Not over something like that, I mean. As far as these go, they're not bad, not bad. Matching pair of Torgs, and if I was doing Torg Allegiance green label only, excellent matching pair. In fact, if I was doing greens only, not combined with Allegiance, I'd be getting lots of regular use out of Hulks. Oh, what all do I need? I think... well, like I said before, this is really just an extra episode, so that normal mode will end up with 24 to match with the, you know, because it's a multiple of 6, and 12, and 12, 18, or no, 12, 18, 24. 4-figure resale. While I'm here, I might as well go do that Minecraft thing. Yeah, since I got the fabled tortoise. $937, that's close enough to 1,000. Since there's a shop right there. Widowmaker. Really? These plain old bugs are giving me this much trouble. Partially because I can't see them. Come on. Ugh. Not even a badass. Just can't see what I'm dealing with. Like, grenades aren't having any effect. Part of the problem is too much zoom. Whoa, did that actually slag? What a shot. Since there's a shop so close, I'll just take everything, regardless of its resale value. Come on. Making me do the same action.
Guns! Glorious guns!
Oh, too bad it's not a twin shot. Huh. I don't really... Oh, it's rubberized. Gets sold anyway. Don't want any element other than slag for my grenade.
I always got new stock.
Though I do want level 30 to replace my 27. Green label is just fine. While I'm in here... Huh. Bug hunt. Come closer so I can stab the... Really? Well, that screws up my whole plan. Which you are fantastic at. Let me have it. I gotta hand it to you.
I disappear.
Let me guess, you pitched yourself, whatever you dropped fell through the map, am I right? See if I can get back up there. Probably not. No. I'm mistaken. Good. Or have I spoken too soon? No, I made it. Oh, would you... Finish him. This is why I want iron sights on this type of weapon. I like the accuracy compared to a revolver and the fact that you stab with it. Have those buggers come back yet? Guess not. Good.
It's a fine day, full of opportunity.
Still not good enough. What did I just sell? Once again, you're trying to make decisions for me, and you're betraying me with your incompetence. Why would I want to sell that? I was trying to sell this. Quit it. Quit trying to usurp my decisions. That's not a bad shield breaker. Does it have two accessories? Or one is the accessory and the other is the elemental capacitor? I just never really took the time to notice what the... Because you've got this thing here, that thing I knew about, but this thing down here. Or maybe it's just because I don't commonly use electric pistols. I more commonly use electric... If I'm going to use an electric, probably an SMG. Fuse time too high, or that would be a good purchase. You thought I was going to say fuse time too high, or that would be a good buy. Psych.
If you got the
Sort
money,
of.
I'll save your gold-earned life. Try not to die.
Really? Well, it's a good thing I already checked that. I was pressing forward. I hate randomness. Okay, I appreciate randomness under the right circumstances. But in that particular circumstance right there, reliability is what you need. You can open that from the other side, if you didn't already know. Well, what all was I planning to do? Well, I said earlier I said I was going to go do the thing with the thing. Am I over leveled or what? Shield capacity, right there. That took more than I believe it should have. How do these little critters push me around so much? The big ones don't even push me around that much. Overeager on that one. Ha. Pick stickers on everything. I guess I'll take it.
And I disappear. A ghost amidst the combat.
Did that even do anything? Spider ants were so much fun to battle in Borderlands 1. They shouldn't be able to dodge me like that. Put a pig sticker on this thing. It's a good thing I came here. I know I'm doing things in a different order from what I said I would. Deep Core 6. Insert Deep Star 6 reference. Got myself turned around because I was getting irritated. Getting pushed around by little pissants. That's what I like right there.
Assassins never die. The true world revealed. Weakness is now known.
Can't see because too much zoom. Really?
I enjoyed that.
So disappointing. In Borderlands 1, spider ants were more fun to fight, and in Borderlands 1, if I had a high accuracy shotgun, most especially if it was an SNS Spike Death and I was playing as Morty with a Ranger comm, oh, fun times. Perfect situation for hunting spider ants. Isn't there a... See, you can't dodge their attacks like you could in the first game. Lots of enemies with undodgeable attacks. 4-figure resale. Where am I stuck on? Probably stuck on one of those little piss ants. Pseudo stuff. Did you notice how fast it recovered from its slag, despite the fact that I shot it an extra time? That means that extra time that I shot it did nothing. That's why I really wanted one of these with a Malawan barrel and a matching Malawan grip, making it a perfect hybrid. Could have any type of stock and any type of scope. If it met all those other conditions, it would be premium. The one I've got is merely serviceable, not exceptional. Also, I couldn't find my way into that one place that I thought was there. Should be chest stuck on scenery. I get a med vial. Of course. How do you come up to an elevator? Really? Huh. Another slag. But not as good overall, despite what the stats might say. Because according to that, it'll slag even less reliably. If it had any other element, I could get some use out of it. So I've already got a really good acid one. Should be a badass Vark in here. If I recall. That's more like it. 1, 2, oh, forget it.
I vanish.
Now one. I appreciate you more than ever. Not as a company, judging by what we've seen. Malawan's hijinks, as per Borderlands 3, but I'm talking about. Well, they make good stuff. They make good weapons. Double tap, dig it. Bandit grip, not a bad thing to have it all on a doll. That could be a keeper, except I have a Sal with a level 30 Hellfire. Which pretty much outmows that. Still, I should find something to do with it. I guess it would have paired well with that. Purple slag SMG. But most of my other characters already have blue or better. Malawan slag SMG. Acid for blood. Piss ants. I should have let that thing take just a bit longer to form its badass pod. But it didn't occur to me until half a second after the fact. Now where's that badass that was up here? I recall, it was right up here, shooting down at me. Did it manage to get down there and I just forgot? Was it one of the ones that I killed to death already? Or did it meander up there? Guess we're about to find out. Maybe it's up there. I see a red dot. Oh, I hate this sight so much. So much zoom. Why would anyone think that's a good thing? To have zoom on a sight that's not a scope. Especially in such excess. I press jump. Forget it. There was a red dot up there. I don't feel like doing parkour in a non-parkour game. I really don't. I often forget about this. Is there something out here? I know I said earlier that I was going to go do the Minecraft thing, and I'm still going to while I'm here. I'm not expecting to actually get my mitts on the, what's it called, longbow?
I enjoyed that.
Insert Undertale reference. Never played Earthbound. Good enough resale value. Never played Earthbound. In fact, Xanadu was more my jam. My big bro was the one who liked JRPGs. He liked the East series. Also, he's kind of the one who got me into anime. Otaku since '92. What? I thought I could... Oh. I guess you can only open that once. That pisses me off. What's the point of that? Oh, that red dot. And it's in a place I can't get to. Oh. Never mind. That explains the red dot I was seeing before, too. That's an OSHA violation waiting to happen. So my big bro really liked the East series. I preferred action RPGs. Let's see. I had watched anime before knowing what anime was. And I think my earliest experience with it, I used to think Vampire Hunter D was really what got, well, and this is still true. Vampire Hunter D. The original, the 1992 English dub of the original movie from 1985 was what really got me into anime. But prior to that, back in the 80s, I do recall that I did watch an anime series called The Lost Cities of Gold. Probably should switch to this. Probably should grab that med file if I can get to it, and I should probably do a bit of this sort of thing. Of course I would screw that up. Wad of cash, but I'm going to leave it. Now, the Minecraft thing. Even though I said I didn't need that fancy weapon on normal mode, I said the same thing about the Invader. If I get my mitts on one, I'll certainly use it. I do believe that if we're talking Hyperion weapons, a Slag SMG is better off with a blade than a Slag sniper rifle. But if we're talking Malawan, then it's either or. But don't assume that Slag sniper rifles are entirely pointless. Oh, come on. The downside to the B is it offers almost no defense whatsoever, especially, you'll really notice it. If you wear a B for the endgame on normal mode, you'll really notice it. It'll start losing its luster early on TVHM, and even more so on UVHM. If you have a B appropriately leveled, or a B of appropriate level, you know what I mean. Really? Blade goes right through. Why does everything... Oh, I know it's video game logic. Doesn't matter if my eyes think it made contact. All that matters is the numbers, I guess. Or however you choose to think of that. This time I won't break the whole thing. I'll just make a nice, neat pathway. And that's all that's needed. Now, let's see if I can not get wasted. Guess I might need room to maneuver, so I should break some more of this off. There. In a sense, these things should be treated like hot loaders because they explode. Purple. Actually, that looks like magenta. I am disappointed. I've probably mentioned this before, but there's a stalker mod for Minecraft. Well, not as eventful as I was hoping. I should know by now not to hope. I hear a Varkid pupating. You ready to pupate? Ah! Wouldn't expect to see one of you on normal mode. Let's see what I got. Of course, it would throw it all over the place. Give me that rid rock. Stack of 4. Excellent Snyder. Really? We're doing that again? Stab into the crystals. I see it make contact, and the game tells me it's not making contact. Don't screw with me like that. Don't feel like messing around with all of these threshers. Seriously. Is it necessary? Okay, here's what I was looking for before. Why is it so necessary to have all these obstructions around everything? Oh, come on. Fighting each other. I like that. Tentacle obsession. Never got into hentai. Not my style. I like action adventure, sci-fi, and body horror anime. What, you think David Cronenberg invented body horror? Nah. Here's an example of video game logic. You see that swipe? Well, that actually made contact. Okay, that doesn't illustrate the point I was trying to make. Never mind. Oh, come on. I struck its abdomen. That should have been a one-strike kill. Well, now look at that. Why couldn't you have a pig sticker on you? Also, the doll barrel seems to be the better one for slag. I had a feeling I was probably close to full. Been picking up too many whites. Good resale value. Yeah, I know some of those greens don't have as much value as those whites because of the weapon type and the parts, etc. But don't care.
I win. Assassinated. What a satisfying word. With 5 syllables.
I've never had Zer0 say that before. Of course, the 5 syllables are significant because, you know, haiku. Now, if I recall, I should be able to jump back over here. Don't need to mess with all these buggers. Now, the Varks will be back, yep.
Let me know if anything catches your eye. Lovely. A pleasure as always.
Got a Red Rock purchase to make.
Remember, we're always open. Look alive out there.
Look at the difference. The difference between my health and my shield capacity. Oh, I didn't notice before. This is ruined by the TDOR scope on top. Oh well. No excuse not to sell it now. This, on the other hand, it's kind of hard to sell one of these. Especially one with a matching grip. Good parts on this. Bandit grip. Matching doll stock. Pretty sure that's a doll. No. Is that a... That's a bandit scope, isn't it? Doll would be better. But bandit's not bad. Fuse time too high.
Set out.
Wow. 13. Huh. Gotta go with the one with the pig sticker. See, now I've got all these surplus sniper rifles that I don't need. I'm going to have to pick one, settle on one. Right there is a green label Droog. Can tell it's a Droog and not a Dialb. By the fact that it has a box magazine.
Catch a gun! Gah, never doing that again. 2 words, my friend. No reason.
Get your health and shields right here.
Lock and load. Check back later to see my new weapon of the day. I will be doing it again.
I wish I was going insane.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
Come on back anytime. Set out.
Clappy's secret stash already full. Let me check something for a moment. I'm back. I think what I'll do is, well, first I need to make a RID purchase.
Never gonna see you anywhere this nice.
I already bought hand grenades, so I maxed out on that. After that is, since I'm skipping over rocket launcher, sniper rifle.
This never happened.
Next will be shotgun, pistol, SMG.
Don't you hurt back.
And yes, I know, if I really wanted to, I could slag with one gun. Then switch to this. Which I might end up doing. And there's a fire sniper. 1.1? Yeah. I wouldn't mind having a bunch of level 30 sniper rifles in all elements. And SMGs too. T's. Two ordinary. Move. Tease. You see what a hassle this creates? Why do NPCs have to get in the player's way? Tease. Tease. What did I just pick up? Was it a wad of cash? I think it was. Yeah, I'm going to assume it was tease. Yeah. A bit on the ordinary side. Tease. Four more.
Time.
Middle one doesn't match. Tease. Second one's a tease. See? Tease. Oh, get out of my way. Numbnuts.
Can't say I missed the lance.
Well, I don't blame you. How much Red Rock? 21.
Stay away.
Just over 1/5 of the way
Welcome to Dr. Zed's
to my
Portable
next
Clinic. What can I get
Iridium
for you?
purchase. And yeah, I know I have this, but it doesn't slag reliably, and neither does what I've got. Mallow on barrel, but no elephant. So it doesn't take full advantage. Now, do I need a fire shotgun and a fire sniper rifle?
Stay alive.
All right. Time to finalize a decision here. Slag chance 51.8% versus 45%. Once again, versus 45%. Yeah, I'll sell that. Wait.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
I don't know. I mean, they're just green. It's not like it's a big loss. Still, it's the principle of the thing. This has that accessory on it. Doll grip, Malawan stock. Jacob scope. Sell that. $1.1. Well,
Catch you later.
the slag chance is due to the Malawan grip.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that way.
I want shotguns with multiple barrels. Unless it really has some oomph to it. Like the conference call.
You're an organ donor, right? Next time you're bleeding to death, just stop. See you soon.
Slag isn't hugely necessary on normal mode, but still, there's certain things that are just fun to do. I wish this was my slagging gun.
Guns, glorious guns.
Because Hyperion sniper rifles just aren't as good at slagging as Malawan. If this had 0.0 fuse time, it would be what I call a slag Molotov. Oh, I had half a mind to exit out and come back in so I could fight Saturn again, but
He's a fine day.
I'm not going to do that.
Good luck.
Hope you've had your shot. Almost dead? I can face that.
I am going to transfer a bunch of stuff from this character to others, to another character, off camera. Including but not limited to this. Let's see, I've got 2 electric pistols that I don't really need. It's obvious which one I should go with. If they were non-elemental, I'd favor the flat-off grip. Elemental, I favor the Malawan grip. Don't really need this. If it had a blade, I might actually favor it over whatchamadoozer. I don't need both an electric machine pistol and an electric SMG. Maybe I just like having them.
Hey, Slab.
Hey, Slaboid.
Guns! I got them, you need them.
Keep this one, sell this one. Oh, look at the magazine size. That's right, because this. And yeah, that must be the elemental capacitor. All in all, I wouldn't be surprised if these were evenly matched. I don't really need an electric shield breaker weapon on normal mode, especially since I have the bee and the lady fist and the ricochet fibber. But some things I just like to have. Like this is a really good vision. Would be, imagine a synergy, and one of my higher level characters has a perfect hybrid synergy. Blue label, lemon lime colors, Vlad-off barrel, Vlad-off grip on a Hyperion body, and it's excellent. This and this and this. Next episode will be the end game. So I will use my level 30-something Sal to acquire any finalized gear I might feel I need for this character and for in-game normal mode. Like, if I really want a better slag and stab or slag and slash type of weapon, like a slag version of this, for example. Yeah, these are just too good to sell without passing along to someone else who could get some use out of them. Looking for Mike. Shrooms. Oh, by the way, if I didn't already mention this, those blue items you get from everybody, I think it's like 6 items, yeah. if you leave and come back, they will be level 30. But if you don't, they'll be level 28.
Buy something! Get out of my face! Yeah, that's what I thought.
10 items on me.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic. What can I get for you?
Just under 5 minutes left on the shop, so I might as well keep on gambling.
You gotta take Jack's face off!
Is that a reference to Face Off? The movie Face Off? And don't worry, I will do exactly that. Please piss off, thank you. Don't need any more Hyperion pistols. I have a corrosive shotgun. Didn't feel I needed a fire shotgun with only one barrel, since I have this. Or should I say, I have this. Barry Burton quote. See how much red rock I can score before I call. Tease. I score a blue. I did. It's a Dial. A bolt action Dial. Look at the capacity on that. Good fire rate too. For a bolt action. In Borderlands 1, you generally wanted any pump action gun to have a fire rate of at least 0.8. If it was a Mallowan pump actuated revolving single action sniper rifle, or just plain pump action sniper rifles, how most people say that, they could get away with it, tease, with having a slower fire rate, especially if it was an explodey or a volcano. Like 0.6, if it dealt enough damage, it could get away with it.
Resistance can't last.
Some pump shotguns in Borderlands 1 have an over-exaggerated reload animation, especially Jacob's. Oh, another blue, and it's another Jake, and it has a structurally superfluous scope.
Nice.
So it gets sold. The Dialb, on the other hand, will pair well with that Widowmaker.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that way.
See what parts this has. Malawan grip, doesn't benefit. Hyperion stock, Hyperion scope, flat off barrel. Stockless pistol grip and a scope on a shotgun. Look at that accuracy, though. Thanks to them. Hyperion forearm. That's not a grip. That's a forearm. That's not a stock. That's a stockless pistol grip. Yeah, I know they call this a Jacob stock, but there's no stock. That's a pistol grip. It's supposed to resemble the Ithaca auto and burglar gun, or at least that's the impression that I get.
Try not to die.
Shops have changed over, so I should check them.
Hyperion. Someone will take their place. Always do.
Getting them away. Stop that.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below. See you real soon, I'm sure.
All ammo. All ammo is maxed out.
Hope you've had your shots.
Precision.
Next time you're bleeding to death.
You might as well have launchers proc per shot, like they did in Borderlands 1. If it's a low capacity gun that's not full auto, it might as well proc per shot. Revolvers, sniper rifles, rocket launchers, regardless of element.
Buy a gun already.
And if it's full auto, there should be some kind of regular pattern to it, like every third or fifth shot is an elemental proc.
But it's how you say, kill my husband?
A fantastic
Instead of it
day
being
for capitalism. Goodbye, friend. If you shop anywhere else, I'll have you killed.
I'm legally obligated to tell you that I ain't a real doctor. You're an organ donor.
Okay, just thought of something. So, a bolt-action rifle has a fire rate of 0.9. And yet it's possible for a Hyperion sniper rifle to have a fire rate of 0.8. 8. If that's not video game logic, what is? Oh, I really need to retire these. Or pass them off. Level 24. These could still continue to serve really well. But I'm level, what, 35 now? It just feels wrong to be using level 24 instead of 30, regardless of label color. And regardless of the fact that the bee basically makes all that stuff perform sort of on par. It's the principle of the thing, I guess. E-Tech weapons will become more common on TVHM and more common still on UVHM and higher. I should see how that blue vision compares to the Lady Fist tease. I think I meant to do that a few minutes ago and got sidetracked talking to myself and forgot. Typical. I'll gamble down to, like, I don't know, somewhere like 75 to 80,000. And then go do that. Tease. $75,880.
Somebody feed me something.
What did I end up with? I can keep going. Tease.
Get your health and shields right here.
To ordinary. Well, that's a perfectly parted dull pistol. All dull. Fires a 4-round burst while aiming down sights. This would work really well with the beat. If you didn't already have like a Lady Fist or whatnot. And you don't have to deal with the reverse recoil stabilizer mechanism kicking in. So you don't have to fight against that. It's accurate from the get-go. I'll pass that off to another character. Sure, it's a plain old green, but it's perfectly parted. You just don't come across that every day. Did I fill this up? Not yet. Yeah, see, if you don't have a lady fist and you want something to use with your B, something in the pistol category,
Why loot the
Vision.
dead when you can buy from me?
synergy, doll pistol, or of course a Jacobs revolver. Of course. I shouldn't have to wait for 3
Just wanna get by.
NPCs to get out of my
We'll
way.
make it through this.
Just want to get by, you say. Who's trying to get by whom? Triple numbnuts. Tease. That looked like a tease. Yep. Tease. Can I get a blue crowdsourcing with no structurally superfluous optical attachment, or of course a purple one with a Torx sight? And if I do get that, will it be acid fire, tease, or non-elemental, or a slag one with a blade attachment? That could be interesting. Gamble down below 60,000. Let's see how much I earn back.
If you ain't dead, I'll keep you that way. Next time you're bleeding to death.
I was really adamant about getting as much use out of that redundant spiker as I could, because explosive E-techs are so few and far between. I guess I could check. Check that shop down in TK's place. Well, it was worth a shot.
Huh.
74540. Oh. Can I get a level 30 singularity, preferably a slag one, with a reasonable fuse time?
It's a fine day, full of opportunity. I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough.
See you real soon, I'm sure.
Welcome, customer.
That's no good.
May it help you kill many things. Good luck.
Looks like 28 is the best level of stuff I can get
See you
here.
real soon, I'm sure.
Jacob's barrel just looks weird on a dull pistol. Same for Jacob's grip.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
I'll patch you up whenever you need it.
Oh. Looking for a replacement maid.
If you got the money, I'll save your gold-earned life.
Oh, since I'm here,
Always open.
I might as well go check. That one thing in that one place. Where's that one place I'm looking for? I always forget and get confused.
I'm covered in slag. I must
There it is.
cover quickly, or pain is coming.
Huh. The moment I realized swag rocket launcher, RPG loader, except the swag rocket. I knew I should hightail it. I didn't really hightail it all that much, did I? Well, take your sweet time recharging. Sheesh. Like an entire minute. I need Weisenheimer. Might as well deal some more explosive damage and double dose of Karate Go Nuts and just a really powerful shotgun. Yeah, pretty sure it's time to retire that. Bring it. Bring it. Don't bring it yet. Not until I get up there. All that just for this. What a waste of time. Guess that's what I should expect. Oh, video game logic. Why do you torment me so? Oh, good. Where'd you go? Yeah, did you fall? through the map. Are you kidding me right now? Get my hopes up for nothing. Sheesh. Maybe I can finagle it back into... Just saw a shadow. This means I have a shot at a legendary. Only the game's not going to give it to me. It's going to screw me. Screw me out of even having a shot by having that dumbass midget droid fall through the map. Would have preferred that you not even get my hopes up in the first place.
Hope you've had your shots.
Oh well, screw it. How often do I actually get something from a loot midge on normal mode? Still, it's the principle of the thing.
Don't let it go to your head. Pleasure doing business.
I'm getting screwed out of
Don't die. I need your business.
opportunity. Well, let me teleport back there. On the off chance that the dumbass found its way back onto the map. Of course not. Is that white? Yeah.
Welcome to my humble shop. Caveat emptor. Farewell, friend.
Oh.
I'm legally obligated to tell you I ain't a real doctor.
Come on down. Is there a chest around here? I forget. I seem to recall... Not worth the effort. This would be a good place to stick a chest.
Crimson Raiders will fall!
It won't go easy. Well, that took forever to wear off. I'm only here to gather weapons and items and stuff. Let's not take half a year, please. Who's got a launcher?
Unworthy opponents.
What sort of launcher did, and what sort of yeah, what sort of launcher did the other launcher guy have, and what sort of sniper rifle did that sniper guy have? Is there a yeah. Worthwhile. Nope. I just one disappointment after another.
Get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers. Remember, we're always open.
Make good use of that. Stay alive out there.
Gotta check the shops, do some more gambling, then check the shops again, and then I'll call it.
Looks like you're safer now.
Just had to pull the gun out twice, didn't I?
Guns! Glorious guns!
Look, another one of these. Sans pig sticker. Same barrel, same grip. Different stock, different scope. Diffusion, is that the name of contingent?
If you don't spend it, you won't find better merchandise anywhere else. I made sure of that.
money, I'll save your goddamn life. Guns, guns, guns. It's a fine day, full of opportunity. Don't have too much fun.
Can't say I missed the lance.
34 Red Rock.
Worse. Hyperion.
Hyperion or who? 3.7, too slow. Please move.
Feel to be in the presence of a master.
A master of what? Knife thrower, dart thrower, I guess. Tease. 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 Down below 50,000. 48,377. Shops have changed over.
Just want to get by.
Roughly 1/3 of my way to my next Red Rock purchase.
Buy from me if you want to live.
Shops have just recently changed over.
Catch you later.
Ha!
Buy a gun already. Tear the bad guys a new one, huh?
No good. Too ordinary. Fuse time too high.
2 words, my friend. No refund. Lock and load. Your cash ain't worth a thing if you don't spend it. Goodbye, friend. If you shop anywhere else. A fantastic day for capitalism. Tell your friend, Marcus Munitions. Please
insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
Nothing interesting in these shops, but I have to check a few others. I have to check. Which ones? Caustic Caverns. I'll work my way down the list until I get back to Sanctuary. Singularity, level 30. Fuse time between 0 and 2. Plain old explodey or slag. Hey, that's the gun that Mike had on his back earlier. I forget what it's called. There's a cryo version of it in the pre-sequel.
Farewell, friend.
If I was playing Bandit Zer0, I'd probably buy that. Well, except it's under-leveled for me by this point. The gum. That one had a flat-off scope offset to the left, as the flat-off pistol scope always is, seeing as how it's most likely patterned after the PSO1, which makes sense with the design of the gub, since Bandit pistols are technically in left-handed configuration, feeding from the right, which means the casing should eject to the left, but they don't. They eject sort of up and sort of to the right, which is dumb. Makes no sense. If they ejected up, that would be fine, but they eject sort of up and sort of to the right, in sort of a diagonal sort of way. And that's nonsensical, since the magazine well is offset to the right. Something worthwhile? Nothing worthwhile. It has always irked me how the magazines on Bandit pistols, if they're white or blue, it looks like this. If it's any other color, it looks like that awkwardly canted double drum that's based on a Beta C-Mag. Oh, come on. You're killing me, Smalls. Not even interested in checking those skag piles. Well, that was it, I think. That quad is completely ruined by the structurally superfluous scope. So insulting. $57,264 and 38 Red Rock. What was in here? Oh yeah, nothing interesting. So I had some stuff to swap over. Well, these are a good pair. I have a perfectly parted double tap. It's all dull, aside from the Vladov twin barrel on another character. I can retire the spiker. Can I get melee damage? Grenade damage, yeah. Let me check a few things before I call it. Oh. Well, look at that. Should I take the time to go and do that? I don't really feel like it. I want to call it, but doggone it. It's only one right there and two right there. Four right there. What's that? 27, 17. Come on. Brain, do the math. I can't. I got the 7 right. 27. I was right the first time. Ugh. Getting ever closer with this. Now I wonder if the catapult on the bandit technical counts toward this. I've never really thought to check that before. I'd hazard an educated guess that I'll be maxing this out in the next episode. Possibly also this. Max that out. Max that out. So 5 more ledges. Really close on that. Ammo Eater is perhaps the easiest one of these to get. Rocket launcher. If it has iron sights and no scope, like the Buffalo, I call it a safari rifle. These are from that one mission. I will break the policy on occasion. So it's mostly absolute allegiance, except when required to use a particular thing for a mission because I want that X-ray papa. Not to be confused with execution points. Have I killed that many enemies? New head look. One that I don't have yet. I'm pretty sure I have these maxed out on all my accidents. The Tedior stuff. Does Jenkins ever show up on normal mode? I don't think they do. This is not the beginning of the end. This is the end of the beginning. You'll never get that reference. It's a reference to a 1989 movie called Millennium, not to be confused with the series Millennium. I'll be finding these as I go on higher difficulties. Well,
Hey, Slab.
I really should call it. So, I will. Doomstick. Till next time, catch you on the flip side, and see you next mission, slaboids.